Very good evening, tutor Ingrid Daniela. At this moment, we are going to present the answer the three questions of task 5 of the teacher championship assignment. Together with my colleagues, Cristian David Córdoba Villarreal, Andrea Lorena Orjuela Ordóñez, Madeline Itzayana Muñoz Obando, Yaritza Sofía Ortega Erazo, and I, Jimmy Gabriel Quiroz. At this moment, my colleague Christian continues.
Um, Good evening, dear colleagues and dear and teachers English. My name is Cristian David Cordova Villarreal. I am 21 years old. Below, I will answer the questions in the step 5. Fifth questions. Did any teacher excel in certain skills or methods? During my time at school, the teachers of the English subject that I had studying from the fifth grade of primary school have always stood out in their way of teaching when he gave the class. Mainly, Professor Guillermo, who taught me from a very young age, and always had love for him since I was an understanding, kind, and caring person. When he taught me from the first grade in class, from the first moment have seemed very fun to me. I always keep the best memories in my memory of that time. At the time he gave us an English primer called Chayton, not only to use but also to those what were in second grade and that time in that prim, primer came the basic and fundamental things to learn in English as numbers, the colors, the shapes, place, for example, the living room, the bedroom, kitchen, and garden. And also sometimes we listen to a song in English during high school. His teaching methods was one of the best, since his way of explaining for me was one of the easiest to understand, since when it came to evaluations, I was one of the people who got the best results, since those consisted of placing the verb in the correct grammatical tense. Sometimes he gave us vocabulary tests so that we could learn many new words that none of us knew. In thoughts, I was very keen in answering them. Another of the nice memories I had when he was my English teacher is when we were at recess. I used to visit him in his classroom, and we talked about many things. I really like spending time with him, and will never forget the nice memories I had with him. From ninth grade to 11th grade, my English teacher was not Carlos Ramirez. Uh, his teaching skills from this subject were very effective, since his way of explaining was very clear and easy to understand, since he explained how to use all the grammatical tense correctly. Although he was a little stricter than teacher Guillermo, since in the evaluations he made sure that we didn't have any distractions when drawing them, and the only source of support were the bilingual dictionaries of English and Spanish. In addition to that, he always gave us a very extensive types of verbs: regular and irregular in their present, past, and participle forms. In the evaluations, he, he dated a certain amount of verbs to use, and we had to complete the interparts and perfect forms plus their meaning in Spanish. Second question: were there commonalities or difference in their approach? Yes. There were some difference between them and theirs, where the teacher Carlos Ramirez was a little stricter than teacher Guillermo in terms of written evaluations, since he made sure that we all did them without any tape or restrictions, and the only source of support was the English Spanish dictionaries. And he also took us to the board to solve different exercises in English. His main objective was for us to learn antiverbs on English. Third questions: what can you learn from this cooperation in terms of effective teaching and learning strategies? Uh, from these strategies, I can learn many things during these 11 years that I was in my school. The good memories that I got in the subject are many tips strategies if at some point I think of being a foreign language teacher and when I graduate from UNAT. They will be very useful to me since with all of them I can put them into practice when I do my own class. Since in this I would like to include dynamics to be able to entertain my students, making them have fun and certain moments of the class. I would like to teach in elementary school since I feel more comfortable teaching basic things to the children of this beautiful language, such as basic words in English, greetings, adverbs of frequencies, verbs, the colors, and being a foreign language teacher is one of my biggest goals to fulfill in the future. Thanks. Continue.
Best regard, my name is Madeline, and based on the information collected on the message used by a teachers, I can say that teacher who stood out for his good message and skill was teacher Diego Bastidas. By implementing the use of teacher and technological means, such as audio reading, oral complete activities, songs, and reading paragraphs, encouraged interest, learning, and participation in the English language, and the common points that existed between the five teacher methods, while the similarity, since they all encourage participation with different strategies so that students have a better learning of the English language based on the message and the information provided above. I can say that it is very good that as future teachers we devise the learning strategies and methods that motivate students to learn more easily. Thank you for your attention. Continues companions Andrea.
Good evening, classmate and tutor. I present to you my point of view on what has been observed about teaching methods of the teacher. The first question, did any teacher excel in certain skill or methods? Note that Professor Diego uses more practice with the English language and it is used in everyday life. I found that skill very interesting and the method of using the songs, videos and reading was used by almost a teacher in the classroom. The second question, were there commonalities of difference in your approach? The common points are songs, readings, book, short dialogues in English to encourage listening and pronunciation in English. The difference lies in the way in which they use the strategies in the classroom, whether individually, in groups, or through computer programs, as was the case of Professor Diego. Others use the method of completing sentence or words in books or the text. The third question, one can you learn from this comparison in terms of effective teaching and learning strategies? One of the most important strategies is to improve understanding with the daily repetition of an English vocabulary, either with everyday language or the use of song, making it a more meaningful learning, taking from theory to practice. In addition, English seeks that the student be proactive and reflective, managing on cooperative learning. Using external resources and the tutorials of the teacher are directed to describe, analyze, pronounce, and understand what is said. That is my contribution, classmate. Thank you very much. I give way classmate Yaritza. Thanks.
Hello. Answer 1. If there was teacher good slow in teaching methods with calm mid attention, it was teacher Molina since it implement different creative moments with developing hip class. Answer 2. There were points in moment with some teacher, so this teacher Monside and teacher Maria Angelica since they read their student 41 participants. Um, Answer 3. I was able to learn tasks of future teacher with months have go managers of our art and the creativity. No moments people in order reps of the student and provided what Nollywick. Thank you. Continue, Gabriel.
Good evening. Okay, in the first question of skill or methods, I think all teachers are good at different things. For example, teacher Molina is a great at using things like images and videos to help us understand. Teacher Alexis, how would to keep us interesting, motivate during class. And teacher Mario always challenges us with difficult tasks that really make us think. And the second question points on difference. Even town, everyone is good at communicating and using technology. Sometimes they do it differently. For example, everyone use strengths that motivate us, but they might vary in the game or activities they choose. The final question, we find that it is important for teacher to know how to speak clearly and keep us interesting. We also learn that there is no single correct way teach English. Some methods way work better for some students and others. But all teachers should try to keep us engaged and use technologies with possible. Okay. Thanks you very much for attention, Tutor Ingrid Daniela. We wish you a good day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.